this?
Just for like 5 seconds.
Can't get up.
Okay. Since I'm timing, so I should stay here. So you just hop squat.
I mean, you don't have to.
I'm coming. I'm kidding.
Did you start the time?
No, not yet.
Start the time.
Are you recording?
The presentation I'm giving today is about tires. And, you know, a lot of people, whenever they were to bust a tire, what do they usually do?
Get you a new one.
Get you a new one, or, you know, not take it seriously. Because, you know, tires are getting expensive nowadays. Well, you know, say you're driving through the Arboretum and you got a golf cart, and you just take off line. Would you take off line in a golf cart?
Yeah,
I mean, you just take off line. And next thing you know, hit a daggone piece of wood. And in that piece of wood, what do you find? A nail. You know what that nail does?
Oh, in your tire.
It puts a hole in the tire. And pretty much what I'm going to talk about today is plugging tires. And that's really important to, you know, say you're on the farm and you're chasing cattle on the four-wheeler, you know, you just don't have time to go get a new tire. So you can use this simple little thing right here. Alright, we can go take a seat if you want to. And the reason I say plugging a tire can be very crucial and very important is because, you know, not a lot of people have time. They don't, you know, have the time to go out, buy a new tire, and do all these things that they need to do. And there's just not enough time in the day. Now, for our first demonstration, does anybody want to be a volunteer? Kind of watch me do it, and then I'll let you do it. And then if anybody else wants to volunteer, they definitely can. First step, there's kind of an instruction guide in here too, but I got the old farmer's rule. First step is you have to remove the nail. So pretty much, you're not going to remove it like this. You're going to have a pair of pliers or a hammer or something. But pretty much you're going to remove the nail. And once that is done, you set that aside, throw it away. And it can also be like, say, a screw or anything like that. But if you have like a knife or something you drop on the ground, you ran it over, I would definitely not try plugging because you're going to have a little bit longer slit. It's going to be a complete mess. So, step number one, you get your brittle tool, and you're pretty much just going to go in here, and say you had a circle piece of metal or something like that, kind of rusty, kind of got in your tire. Pretty much you're just going to go in here. I'll have Aaron here start. And pretty much you're just going to clean it out. Rotate it a few times. Just going to clean it. And you'll actually see on this tire a lot of stuff that's down in there, which would you say that is part of the nail, but it's kind of a brutal looking hole. And that's pretty much what a nail would do to your tire. And step number two, if you had air in your tire, after you get done, you can use your air gauge to check the level of the tire. And pretty much you'll usually say it on the side, like max PSI, like 14 PSI. So pretty much, if you put that on that scale, it's gonna pop out and pretty much go right there where 14 is. And that's how you know your tire is completely full. Can everybody see that? If you ever check, even on a normal basis, the 14, it's pretty much right here underneath 15. You just pretty much just pop it on your tire or your little tire plug. And once you pop it on there, it'll pull this out and it'll show the 14 or 15 right there. And it's kind of a handy everyday tool. Say you saw your tire was flat, you didn't know it was wrong. That's just a little handy tool. Step number two, we're gonna get out a handy dandy plug. But pretty much with this, you're gonna use it kind of looks like white top to it. And it's kind of made out of the same rubber component with a little bit of fabric, and I'm thinking it's like white top material on there, kind of keeps it sticky. And to tie it back to agriculture, what's really cool is they use molasses and a lot of different sugars with blacktop. So pretty much the sealant in this is the same thing with blacktop. And if you don't like getting your hands messy, I would preferably wear gloves or anything of that sort. And you're pretty much just gonna take it right here. You have to kind of smash the end down and slide it through here. Anybody have any questions so far? Has anybody ever done this before? Have you done it before?
We got it. We had a whole pop and Hopkins wheel that we had to fix.
Really?
Yep.
What was it on?
It was on a trailer, a cattle trailer. So I wish I would have had your demonstration before that had happened.
That was pretty cool. You can buy like larger scales of these, for say trailers or trucks or anything of that sort. So pretty much you just gotta put it in there like that. Say you were cleaning out a gun barrel, pretty much kind of like the rag on that. Just kind of split it in half, and then you gotta find the hole that you need to insert it in. We're not just being on a rim. It's complicated, but you kind of rotate that too. Just kind of give it a little bit more of a firm grip in there. Arm a second. And it pops out really easily. Okay, maybe not. It just catches the rubber on the tire. And pretty much right there, I'll take you easy. A little bit so you don't put your hand. But if you go through, you can kind of see or feel on the backside, kind of where they plug the tire. And then a real life situation, you would want to cut it down to the tread. That way you don't, hit, say, a rock or something and it will jerk it out. And next thing you know, you go skyrocketing because you've got a hole in the tire. So it's really simple, easy to do. And it's another thing that can kind of save you a little bit of money in the long run. And, eventually after a while, you're going to have to buy you a new tire just because, tire float's not going to hold forever. But the last step I would usually do, and I didn't bring a pocket knife and let me with me today, but you would want to cut it down pretty much just to where the tread meets. That way, everything is flowing and smooth and it's going good. Alright, you understand? All the time.
That was great because I'm going to go into it.
You can do it while you're in that food.
I really wish I would have had that demonstration. Because they could give us, the auto place could give us this stuff, but they wouldn't actually do it for us. We're like, we'll buy it and everything if you all will just do it. And it's an insurance company.